can get this show on the road. There we go. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You are watching Live with LWL. Lindsay with love. I am a subconscious reprogrammer. I am taking your life from surviving to thriving. I speak energy, and I'm here to help raise the frequency of the planet. Let's get this show on the road. Excited, scream. Yes, I am excited because you know what? Every day is a new day. Every day is a chance for me to be better at my craft. Every day is a chance for me to connect with more people on the internet, and every day is a blessing. I just love my morning routine. I love being here with you guys every morning. So yes, excited, scream at least once a show because why not, right, Miss Dre? Why not? I just love it. My favorite is when you do your I missed that part, but hey, I did it again for you. Let's get going with the show. If you guys are new here and you have never been here before, welcome to the chat. I will reprogram your subconscious mind for you so that you step into your greatest empowerment and collect the most abundance that your life has to offer you in this lifetime, which by the way is unlimited abundance. So tap in, connect with me for the next hour, and let's do the dang thing. Lala's in the house. Good morning, Lala. It's nice to see you here. Who else? Fruz is in the house. Visna Designs. Ms. Dre, thank you for the roses. If you are new here, say hello. If you plan on sticking around, hit the follow button. You guys, I go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's never going to stop. I mean, I think as long as I can be going live, I'm going to be going live, okay? Because I have fun with it, and it is, I think, helpful and beneficial to the planet. Casey's in the house. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate that. All right, let's get going with the show. If you're new here, say hello. Period, exactly. If you are new here, say hello. I do not do any sort of live readings in the chat. If you are interested in getting astrology reports from me or working with me in a private capacity, go to lindsaywithlove.com. Check out all my services. We're going on with the show. All right, you guys. So I had a really interesting experience yesterday, which was that I was getting my steps in as I do in the morning, and I was on YouTube and I had a video suggested to me, and it's two men in an interview and two people I've never been introduced to before. I have no idea still to this day who these people are. I think one of them is named Omar. I didn't even look at their names. I was just so interested in what they were talking about, and I was like, this is good information. One, confirmation for me, powerful information. Two, good information for anybody that is currently in their spiritual awakening, that probably hates their job because that's what happens during your spiritual awakening, and is like, now what do I do, right? And so we're going to talk about that a little bit. I was there, been there, done that, quit the corporate world. I quit the corporate world right when I was climbing on up, you guys. I was like, you know what? I could take this management job, or I could say F this. And so that's what I did. I was like, I'm out. I'm tapping. Thank goodness to my partner who has allowed me to do that and has given me the encouragement and the support for that. By the way, I'm not suggesting you go quit your job without a backup plan. I have a partner who is very supportive of me and my endeavors, so be mindful there. But this is powerful information nonetheless. It doesn't matter where you are in your age group. Now, the video I watched yesterday was a guy talking. He must have been in his late 50s or maybe mid 50s, because he was talking about how he started at 45. He quit his job without a plan. He built a personal brand, and now he's like really just like making bank, being very casual on the internet. And so he was talking about that. It was quite interesting. Then, to make it true, this morning I received an email from our friend Tim Denning. You guys know it's like the only newsletter I read. And he is talking about, the email is literally titled, real quick, it is titled, I'm 38, if you're in your 20s or 30s, read this. I was like, okay, that's an interesting email title, but I'm going to read everything he sends me anyway because he has very interesting life perspectives. He was at the top upper echelon of a bank. He was very not humble and a little bit egotistical. It all came crumbling down. Why? Because he did not have a solid energetic foundation. Then he rebuilt himself through a passion, which was his writing, and now he's a paid writer on the internet. That's what I know about him. So, to make it true there, really nice confirmations from yesterday to today, and I think this is going to be super powerful, so buckle up. Catastrophic Diva, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Lala and Ms. Dre, thank you for the likes. I appreciate you all, and everybody else that's liking as well. Yeah, you know, TikTok took TikTok away, and then they bumped us all down, like in our rankings for lives. Well, I was like, well, you were the one who took me away. I could, what, wait, what? Wait, what? G-Man, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. You know what? It is all good, you guys. I have no worries in my heart. I know that I'm on the path to success. So life is good. Okay, so he starts off by talking about that the first bullet point, okay, mind you, there are 36, I think, 36 bullet points in this email. We're not getting through the whole thing today. But I do want to start with the beginning where I started, and we'll go from there. The first bullet point he makes is that when you turn 35, you're going to see the difference between people that took risks in their early 20s and 30s and people who didn't. Now, fine, maybe that's true, but I don't really care if you took a risk in your 20s or 30s or 40s or 50s or whatever age you're at. I don't. We are going to start where we are right now. Why? Because the past is a past. Right? It is what it is. We're not going to go back and fully change it. We can release emotions from it and all those things, but like, let's just start where we are. So bullet point number one, fine. I think he's trying to open up with like a big kind of idea, but I really don't care. Okay? You can care if you want. I'm glowing today, yet I have really beautiful lighting because it's a very gloomy day. And when the days are very gloomy and the shades are perfectly so, that natural light just hits, girl. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, so good morning, Art Go Show on YouTube. Welcome to the chat. All right, so he says, the next bullet point, he talks about having meaning in his life. He says, number two, having kids isn't the end of freedom, it's the beginning. It will give you meaning that will fuel your greatness. So I was like, okay, let's break this down. Let's understand what the heck this means. VIP Deborah, thank you for that. Aquasi, I think is how you name Aquasi, I think is how you say your name. Thank you for the follow. Kara Relentless Spirit, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Oh my gosh, so many new people in the chat this morning. Good morning and hello. All right, so you guys know by choice I've chosen not to have children, but I heard a very similar message in the podcast yesterday. So I was like, okay, there is a message around not kids. I don't want to say the message is around kids, but there is a message around meaning and purpose in your life, your drive. What is the motivation? So Tim is saying, I had kids, a kid, I think he has one kid, and he says that when he had his child, he found a lot of purpose in his life. He was fueled by giving his child a good life, and that's why he's really dove into his work. For me, you guys know that my soul mission is to raise the frequency of the planet. I feel like the collective of humanity are my children. I know that sounds crazy, or at least are my family, and I'm really working hard for my family. That's like my why, right? And my other is my partner, my soulmate, right? He has given me so much opportunity in life to really build out my life, and my goal is to repay that to him by retiring him early and us just like floating away on our yacht. This is a very serious dream of ours, so when I say that, I'm being real. Like, I am speaking it out into existence. The words I speak have power, as do yours. So don't be afraid to share your dreams, okay? With the right people. With the right people. Good morning. Shay Shay is in the house. Good morning, Shay Shay. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Okay, so to make it true, the guy yesterday in the podcast was talking about you have to find your why. And I don't know if you guys have ever done this exercise. Let me know in the comments below if any of you have done this exercise where someone's like, okay, I want to go build this business. And then you have to go through all of your whys. Why do I want to build a business? Why do I want, and then you go to the next why after you write the first why, and then you go to the next why after you write that second why, and you're going deeper and deeper, and you're trying to understand from a very emotional perspective, why are you doing what it is you're doing? Most people end up with, they desire more time in their lives. They'll say, I want financial freedom, but you do want financial freedom, but financial freedom actually affords you time in your life to do what it is you want to do when you want to do it, right? So at the end of almost every single person's why is financial freedom or time. Realistically, at the root of it all is more time to just live and be a human being, right? Or being. And so the guy on the podcast yesterday was like, behind most people's why is actually a who. And I was like, ooh, that's quite interesting. So I had my wheels spinning yesterday when he said that, and I was like, okay, that's so true. Because my who's are the collective. My who's are my mom, my family, specifically my mom, because I feel like my mom brought me into this world. And so if my mom ever needed anything from me, I would be there for my mom. Now, I would do the same for my dad and the rest of my family as well. My dad is passed. You guys know my grandma is still alive. She just celebrated her birthday on Sunday, 92 years old. My grandma is so funny, you guys. She's super smart. Her body is moving slower, but her brain is just like boom, boom, boom. She's so cool. One of those coolest ladies I know. So those are my whys. And then, of course, my partner, too, or my whos. So who are your who? You have a why. What's your why? And who is that attached to? Because likely it's attached to somebody. I thought it was very, very interesting. So for me, once again, the collective, my family, my partner. Very obvious. Confirmation for my who. I love that, VIP Catherine. Let's see what's going on with La La La. I went on my way to have my surgeon's white coats dry clean, drop them off on Friday. She said they'd be ready on Monday. Then they weren't when I arrived. And now she's charging me $10 because I needed them today and I have to go back this morning to pick them up prior to patient flow. $10 extra? That's interesting. If I were her, I would do the opposite and be like, I'm sorry, these are on me this time around. Isn't that kind of opposite business? Maybe you need to find a new dry cleaner. That's a strange way of conducting customer service, in my opinion, especially if they promised you something at a certain time. But, you know, I run my business one way, and I guess other people run theirs another. I'm sorry, Lala. But trust that, Lala, trust that you had them dry cleaned, and there is a reason you decided to get them dry cleaned, and you are showing up in a very professional way. So it was so weird. Yeah, I would be like, wait, isn't this your bad? Wait, why am I being charged $10 extra? No, thank you. Okay, let's keep going. So do you know who your who is? I'm going to slow down because I just blasted through that. Do you know who your who is? Do you have a who? Maybe the who is your collective. This is kind of the way I say it is kind of funny. Maybe your who is the collective like me. I know a lot of people. I have one astrologer mentor who she's similar to me. She decided not to have children. She feels like the collective is her family. Now, I have Venus in Aquarius. It is very Venus and Aquarius energy. Venus, the energy of love. Aquarius, the energy of humanity. Advancing society. So it's kind of written in my stars, and I'm totally okay with it, by the way. I would say Pippi is also my who, right? I always want to have, I feel like I want to take my little doggy everywhere. I want her to be able to vacation with us. She gets to do all the fun things. We take her out to dinner and lunch all the time. So like she's definitely part of the family, and that's part of my who too. Lala says my son. VIP Deborah says same as yours. I love that. So when you tap into that, what happens is you can really fuel yourself. There is not a single day that goes by anymore that I feel like, oh, I have to work on my business. I found my groove. I found my soul's purpose. I tapped into my money flow. All these things I learned through my astrology. If you're interested, you can get your birth chart reports or reports from me up here in the link in my bio. I offer different bundle packages, and they're super impactful. And once you learn your energy, what happens is nothing is work anymore. You're tapped in. You're in flow state. You're activated, right? So it's really beautiful. And I don't feel like I have to go to work anymore for anything. And on the days where I'm like, oh, maybe I want to, you know, tap out a little bit early or something, I'm like, no, you know what? I can get one more thing done in the next hour. And that's one step closer to me helping other people, first and foremost. And secondly, retiring my partner. And I think about it all the time. All the time. All right, let's keep going. Number 3, he says, is to chase obsession. It's the fastest way to become a high performer. And this is another 2 to make it true, because this morning I was on TikTok and checking my stats. I had some notifications, and a guy, I landed on on my For You page, a guy was talking about how he enjoys making people feel uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, that's a good hook. You got me. So like, what are you talking about? And he was talking about how when you become a very high performer, when you are somebody who loves yourself so much, because that is what high performing is. It is loving yourself so much that you honor your energy, that you choose your health, you choose your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your physical health. You choose self-love, and because you are fueled by that love for yourself and your life, you go out and do the things that most average people wouldn't. You start the side hustle because you know that saving money is kind of a scam. Inflation kind of screws you over from saving money. So you start the side hustle, you add to your business, you enhance your skills. You realize that if you have 20% more knowledge than somebody else about the same topic, you can monetize that knowledge. Those are the things you do. You go to the gym, you get your steps in, you have your morning routine, you don't fall off. Even on the days you don't want to go, you realize those are the days you have to go. But all of this by honoring your energy as well. right? By honoring your energy first and foremost. So he says, chase obsession. The guy says, if you're making people feel uncomfortable, it's because they are very average people around you and they want to feel good about themselves. And so they're like, oh, that's crazy, right? You go to the gym every morning at 4 a.m., that's crazy. And it's like, well, no, that's the time I can get my workout in and I love myself. Okay, so to make it true there, once this morning on TikTok and right in this email that came through this morning. So the TikTok guy says, doing things consistently makes people uncomfortable, and it's a good thing because most people are average. We talk about it all the time. You are listening to me, you are not average. You are not average. You are extraordinary. You have spiritual knowledge that most people don't, and my hope is that when you leave these chats every morning, you go implement that knowledge that most people won't. Okay, you are extraordinary. You are not average. So welcome. Thanks for being here. Tim in the email says that he says, after interacting with thousands of people online, I'm losing hope in society. This is what he says. It feels like most people won't make it. I know this sounds privileged, he says. He says most people are full of excuses. They think short term. They don't invest in themselves. They stay on beginner level. They have a short-term outlook. They don't put in the work. They get sucked into a 9-to-5 job that leads nowhere. They see hard work as hustle culture and self-care as their birthright. They chase lottery opportunities, whatever that means, like getting famous, going viral, that kind of a vibe. He says most of all their mindset is way off. It's skewed way too far to the negative, right? He says, I can make these honest observations because I suffered from every one of them. And that's true. He's a walk the talk kind of guy. That's why I like him. Anyone that has like gone through it and has found a way to rise from it, I will pay attention to because they have figured it out, right? So good morning, Dreama. Welcome to the chat. Meredith, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Carrie says her pets are, sorry, I can't see from your profile. Their pets are their who's. I love that. Lala says, speaking to my guardian angels guides, telling them how thankful I am and grateful for them. Yep, I love that. All right. So chase the obsession is what he says. I don't know if I would call it obsession, but I would say that I am wildly in love with the work that I do for the world. If that's obsession, then okay. But I would say that I do have a nice balance of energy. Of course, it's very important for me to be balanced in my energy because I am leading people through learning how to balance their energy. So it's very important, right? So his is a little bit more hardcore than mine, I would say, from that viewpoint. But I do agree with him that when you start to do things very consistently, it makes other people rather uncomfortable. Because most people, once again, are, by no fault of their own, programmed very intentionally to be impatient. And so when you get your steps in for 10 days and then you decide that you don't see results because you've been doing it for 10 days, that's inconsistency and that's your programming of impatience. And so find those moments in your life where you are extremely impatient and start to become aware of it and find something to find your patience. You really have to. You are programmed very intentionally to be impatient. It is not your fault, but here I am letting you know that you are programmed to be impatient. So now that you know, we must do something about it, right? Lala says, and you are amazing at it. That is so sweet. Bex is in the house. Hey, Bex, you can't sneak in this morning. Lala says, after I listen to you, I feel so much more centered because I have to deal with a lot of different personalities throughout the day. Ah, Lala, that is such a beautiful compliment. Thank you for that. All right, let's keep going with the conversation. So then this kind of goes on to his next point, and it made me laugh. It made me laugh. We talk about it often, but this is how he says it. Tim says, raise your standards so high that people think you are a psychopath. Screw being average, right? So it made me laugh because I'm like, yeah, I don't have any desire to be average. No part of me. And I think, interestingly enough, the traits that I came out of the womb with, meaning this very flaming red hair, is kind of like meant to be seen in a way. It's kind of like an obvious point that like I'm here to do something not average. That's how I feel. I don't know. Aspire higher, that is a great point. Yeah, stop. Yeah, of course, it's an awareness, right? Stop and ask yourself, why am I being impatient? What is the rush? When I become impatient, the song flies into my head. I'm in a hurry to get things done. Oh, I rush and rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Like, I am not a singer, but sometimes I just sing on TikTok and YouTube for fun. So thanks for being here for that. But you know what? It is true. That song comes into my head and I'm like, oh yeah, all I'm meant to do is really live and die. So what am I stressed out for? Why am I causing my own anxiety? Why am I creating my own false pressures? This is what it is. It's false. It's illusions, right? So you have to become aware and you have to say, why am I doing this? What is the reason? Do I feel like and then, actually, I don't even go any further than that. I remind myself, oh, I'm in divine order always. I'm always receiving what I'm meant to receive, assuming I'm an energetic match for it. So I know when I dip down into a very anxious, low vibration, because anxiety is a lower vibration, unfortunately, I am blocking what it is I desire. So now I have spiraled into this lower vibration, and I am not having faith that I'm in divine order, and that's kind of like totally whack. Doesn't make sense energetically. So you have to turn it around, right? You guys, like, maybe I'm going to cut that part out on my YouTube. They're going to go back and be like, remember, Lindsay, 20 years ago, you were singing Alabama on YouTube. And I'll be like, yeah, I did that. I absolutely did. Memories, not things. Thank you for the follow. Hey, Court, welcome back. Becky, I'm told that song was on the radio while driving to the hospital for me to be delivered. Oh, very interesting, Becky. Becky, are you an Aries rising? Are you an Aries rising? Hey, Court, caught my attention. Oh, well, hey, I'm glad. Welcome to the show. All right, so he says, screw being average. You guys, we talk about being average all the time. I just talked about it and alluded to it earlier. You're not average. You're hanging out here. If you have spiritual wisdom, you are not average. By the way, everybody has spiritual wisdom. Just some people are still sleeping, right? But if you have it, you are already above average. I don't want to say better than because I don't want to be judging people and like comparing, but it is what it is. VIP or Ms. Dre says, I'm an Aries. Sag rising. Oh, okay. That was going to be my next guess. Very fire energy, right? Coming out fast. Got to get into the world. Oh, that's funny. Beck says, I feel so old now. Oh, you don't have to feel old. You don't have to feel old. All right, so he goes on to say, he says, when you reject being average, people think you're a psychopath. Let them. It is not your purpose or your path or your job to think what other people think. And it's also not your job to worry about what other people think, remember, right? We don't judge others, and so others don't judge us. And if we get this kind of strange, random straggler judger, then we just block them or whatever, right? We don't let it let it bother us. Becky, thank you for the follow. He says, when you reject being average, people think you're a psychopath. He goes on to say, this is a cope. It helps them feel good about where they're at in their life. People need good reasons not to chase their dreams and settle for second best. The bad news is the mind is excellent at deluding you. He says, this is really good. You guys, I'm going to read the whole thing. It's so good. He says, when you raise your standards, life gets easier. That is so true. Is it a challenge between the lowering and the raising of the standards? Of course, right? We have to train ourselves, right? We have to reprogram our subconscious mind. Welcome, that's what I do for you. Into the higher standards, into the higher vibration. He says, a lot of decisions are automated for you. How often do I talk about how I don't make decisions in my life? Why? Because I'm in flow state. I am receiving guidance constantly. I am open to my guidance, and I trust my guides are telling me what to do is the right thing to do. So I don't make many decisions in my life. Some of the hardest decisions I make are like what outfit to wear to dinner. Seriously. I'm like, I don't know what to wear that. What shoes? It's kind of cold. Should I wear closed-toed shoes? Maybe I'll wear my boots. If I wear my boots, maybe I'll wear my knee-high boots with a mini skirt. Maybe I want to wear them with a skinny jean. What am I wearing? That's the hardest decision of my life. He says, there's little need to watch sports, overindulge on Netflix, drink alcohol, eat one too many bits of bacon, and sit around and become overweight. And that is so true. I'm so bored with TV. That is why I create my own content or read books to create more content. I'm not drinking, especially this month. We're kind of on like a detox cleanse right now. But ultimately, I feel way better than I felt before, and I don't drink often anyways, because who has time for it? I am constantly working with clients, so I do not have time for that. And yeah, you just become more disciplined, I guess. And then he says, as long as you do stick to your higher than normal standards, the rewards that come with them are a given, and they're huge. More money, time, freedom, energy, happiness, and fulfillment. And it's true. It is absolutely true. All of it. Once again, you guys, this is an email that I'm kind of vibing with from Tim Denning and bringing it into my life, sharing energetic stories around it, bringing it into energetic language, right? And soon this up here is going to change, and it's going to be really what it is. Less fluff, more this is what it is. Hello, I am Lindsay. I help you reprogram your subconscious mind. I will take your life from surviving to thriving. I will if you allow me to do it, and if you are ready for it. Wendy's in the house. Hey, Wendy. Welcome to the chat. It's nice to see you here. All right, so let's keep going. Let's take a break, actually. You know, I have had a lot of energy in my crown chakra lately. I've been meditating daily. But because I am moving through a spiritual awakening, a deepening of my awakening, I have recognized that I am taking in way more water than I have taken in lately. So I'm going to take a sip of my spirulina water. You guys, we're going to just take a second to let all of what I just said sink in, because there's a lot really quickly and fast and blasting at you. My energy is turned on today. We can talk about the sky really quickly. We can talk about the sky really quickly. Today is a very powerful day in the sky, you guys. I'm talking powerful. Capital letters underlined, powerful. You missed everything. Oh no, Lala. Hey, Lady Go Diver, welcome to the chat. All right, Lala, have a great day. Go pick up your dry cleaning. Tell that lady she owes you $10. Have an awesome day. Pluto is conjunct the sun in the sky in Aquarius. Pluto, when planets are conjunct in the sky, their energies merge and amplify. Now, I'm going to post the horoscope video for today after I get off of this live, but I'd like to tell you guys how powerful the day is. This day is a very powerful day. You have an opportunity for today to actually truly change your lives. And I know I say this quite often because every choice you make changes your life. Every single one. Whether you choose to drink the coffee or the spirulina, the choice is going to change your frequency ever so slightly. So every choice truly is important. But today is a day where you could choose, damn it. I just channeled my dad. I just heard you, damn it. My dad will say, come on, damn it. Like kind of like period, like let's go. You could choose 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to become the next version of you. 2.0, whatever, where are you at? I feel like I'm at like 10.0. Maybe I'm going to go to 11.0. I don't know. I feel like I'm constantly evolving. When two planets are conjunct in the sky, their energies merge and amplify. So you have the sun, which is your confidence, your will. It's how you shine brightest in this lifetime. Now, the sun is not necessarily your full-on purpose in this lifetime. I think there's more to it. And if you're interested in that, you can get the Your Soul's Purpose report. It is in the link in my bio. Click on astrology reports, or it might be listed there somewhere. Connected to, close to, merging with the energy of power, Pluto, transformation, regeneration. You use your will, the sun, and your power, Pluto, to transform yourself into a frequency where you shine the brightest. Do you know how powerful that is? Astrology is fun on a very entertaining level, but if you were to take the astrology and actually utilize it, I'm talking implement it into your life, consciously, intentionally, you will blast off. You will. Yes, I will say it again, Dreama, I will. My sunrise live was very over the top today. It was so obviously different sunrise today. I didn't know why. Oh, so interesting. All right, so I'll say it again. Turn on your ears and tap in. Maybe close your eyes. I'll speak slower. Conscious Claudia, welcome to the chat. Thanks for the follow. I'll speak slower. Angie, you can do it. I should be in a hurry. You're beautiful. Thank you so much for that, Angie, on YouTube. Maybe I'll keep my singing part in. All right, let's tap in, you guys. Close your eyes. Deep breath in. Let it go. This is a little off script, off of the conversation, but it's important to understand. And check out the video I'm going to post after this live at around 10:15. I just have to get it uploaded and edited ever so slightly, and I'll post it. It's all about today's energy. There's more to this, but this is kind of the main energy of the day. But we have helping hands with Mars and Uranus as well. So super powerful energy. The Sun and Pluto are conjunct in the sky today. The Sun, when planets are conjunct, it means they're close to each other. When they are close to each other, their energies merge and amplify. The Sun is the energy of your will, your confidence, and how you shine brightest in this lifetime. Pluto is the energy of power, transformation, regeneration, empowerment. If you struggle with the word power, empowerment. When you use this energy wisely today, you can use your will. What is your will? It's your willpower. It's your determination. Use your will and your power or your empowerment to transform your energy, step into a higher frequency where you shine brighter or brightest. Now, if you're just starting on your spiritual journey or your healing journey, go for shining brighter, just a little brighter. It's going to take a little bit of time to go to the brightest. Most people take a few years, right, to get into their sun energy because this really is how you shine brightest. And we have to go through life experiences and we have to build our self-esteem and our security and our confidence and all those things to truly shine brightest. So most people kind of bounce between their sun and their rising energy most of the time, right? Rising energy is easy because how other people perceive you. So it's easy to be perceived and then step into that role, right? So it's a little trickier to be always in your sun energy, but try. Edna, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Delphi, I'm not going to go into astrology conversation. We're just talking about today's energy. Brighter, brightest are brighter, brightest are steps. Yes, they are. All right, so let's keep going with the conversation. That was a nice kind of like interlude. Is that what it's called? A nice kind of little aside. Just take a moment from what we're talking about. And let's get back into it, though. Let's get back into it because I'm having a great time with you guys today. Thanks for being here. If you're new, please say hello. Can I repeat that once? Repeat it again? VIP Catherine? Don't you say it again? The Pluto and Sun again? For a third time? If the answer is yes, I will do it. Yes, if that's what you're asking me to repeat, I will one more time. Ms. Dre. VIP Catherine. If the answer is yes, repeat for the Sun and the Sun and Pluto. Yeah, I'll repeat it one more time. But it'll also be in my today's horoscope video when I post after this live. So let me know. I'll wait for your answer. I will wait for your answer, my friend, because you are a VIP in my house. Are you there? Hello, it's me. All right. Well, I'll keep going, I guess. And if she says yes, then I can continue on that conversation after this next section. So he says, screw being average. Oh, I'll wait the horoscope. Trying to multitask. Okay, no worries, Catherine. No worries, VIP Catherine. Yeah, I'm gonna post it right after this, so check it out. I talk all about it in the first couple minutes of the post after this. Or you can always catch me back on live stream. All right, so he goes on to say after to not be average, which you're not because you're hanging out with me and I'm not average. So there you go. Already you're winning. He says never follow the conventional path. It's full of boredom and has the most competition. Now, I thought this was quite interesting. It's hard because it's a big perspective shift. And I will say it's hard because it is a big perspective shift. But once you understand it, you don't have to be down on yourself for it. You can just start to change it, okay? So you've been told a story. The story is, as a little kid, you were sent to school to learn how to be a worker. You were sent to school to sit for 8 hours a day in a chair and study and learn and do a task, basically, right? And then you got to play some recess and do the fun things, whatever. And then you grew up and then you were told to go to college, get into a lot of student debt if you're in the United States, and your parents weren't super rich, then get into a lot of debt. But don't worry, because even though it's a lot of money, you're going to get a really good job out of college. And so you're going to be able to pay it very fast. So don't worry. But realistically, that was also a lie. And I can say this, by the way, because I'm a millennial. This is the story I was told to. This is a story I ate. I was fed and I received it. It was the big millennial dream. And I'm still paying off my student loan, so I can share this story because this is my life. And just keep going. Climb the corporate ladder. You're going to have fun. Now, I was doing okay on that story. I really was. I was pretty bought in, and life was good until I had my spiritual awakening. And then I was like, well, shit, this is not what's meant for me. So now what do I do? Because now I'm in the middle of climbing the corporate ladder. I'm building my career. Do I throw it all away? What happens next? Like, what do I do? So you have a couple of choices here. You can start to build a side hustle today if that's you, if you feel like this really resonates with you. If you're super fulfilled in your corporate job, that's amazing. Keep going. Don't stop. But if you were like me and you were lacking fulfillment, you felt like there's more to life, you really hated answering to anybody else, you wanted to be your own boss, you have that entrepreneur energy in your heart and your soul, then today is the day that perhaps you decide to start putting your dream and your ideas onto paper and start to figure out how you can create the side hustle for yourself. Because inflation is always rising. This is kind of basic, very basic economics. Inflation is always rising. So savings is kind of like a false city. Like, you can't really save. If inflation is always rising, how are you ever going to save? So saving is not a way to get more money. It's not. The way to get more money is to go out and get more money. Now, there is a plethora of money to be had, right? To be gotten, whatever. There is a lot of money circulating in this world. How do I know? Because there are many multimillionaires, there are billionaires. So that's proof. And they're not any better than you. They just went out and got their money. So go get yours. And by the way, if you go get your money, you're not taking away from me getting mine, just so we're clear. Because your pie is your pie and my pie is my pie. Both of them are unlimited and both of them are separate for each other. So if you have the mentality around the rich stealing from the poor or whatever, fine. But if somebody, the rich, steals from the poor and it truly is that story, that person is going to fall at some point. The foundation is going to crumble and it's not going to last forever. So we don't have to really get twisted up in that. We can let that be their story. You create yours. Do it in a moral way. Do it in an ethical way. Do it in a way that brings something beautiful to humanity. Because it's very possible, right? It's very possible, but there's a lot of beliefs probably swirling, and at some point, one of those beliefs is the bottleneck or the thing that breaks the chain of you becoming wildly wealthy for yourself. Okay? So he talks about the conventional path, which is the whole go to college, you know, be the worker on the computer, and it's not good or bad, it just is. Some people do not have that desire, and some people do. It just depends on what your energy is. It's neither good or bad. It just is, okay? But if you are sitting there and you're like, I really am not fulfilled in my job, but it pays the bills, and I'm too far into it now to kind of just totally let it go, which I would never suggest. Always, you know, have some stability, because if you let it go and then you lose the stability, now you're on really energetic, shaky ground. Now you're moving out of fear, and you're gonna really block a lot of opportunities from coming from you to come to you. So don't do that. Don't do that. But you could start to think of other ways how you can monetize your skills and make more money, right? I mean, there are 18-year-olds, multimillionaires, using social media to make more money. So if they can do it, so can you. And if I can do it, so can you. And if the guy I was listening to on his podcast who started at 45 years old did it, so can you. Anybody can do it. And in fact, those guys said it's better to be a little bit older and start because you have so much life experience that other people need help with. You have so much. You've lived longer. That is your golden ticket. That's your superpower, right? There's a reason that there's like those grandmas and grandpas on TikTok that everybody loves. Is because they've lived so long that they have so many experiences, and now they kind of give no Fs, so they say whatever they want to say, and it's refreshing, right? So what is your experience and what can you monetize? Do you have more knowledge than somebody else in an area of life? I heard something the other day that says if you have 20% more knowledge than the average person, which you're not average because you're hanging out with me, remember. So if you have 20% more knowledge than somebody else in an area, then you should be monetizing that skill. Whoa. 20%, that's it. 20%. Not hard, you guys. You just have to put yourself out there, right? Go for it. Andrea, thank you for the rose. VIP Catherine's over there multitasking. That's okay, my friend. VIP Deborah says, I never have. I lost many, but stood on my own. Go on, my friend. Flora Tropical says, what do you do when the self-doubt comes creeping in on what you're trying to manifest? You tap into your faith. Because if you have faith, then there can be no fear. That's kind of a little bit off topic, but I talk about it often, so you can go check out my other shows. VIP Catherine says, age equals wisdom, equals knowledge, equals power. Go on, my friend. Ms. Dre says, well, then I need to get on it. Yes, you do. You guys, go get your money. There's nothing bad about it. If you are a good person now and you get a crap ton of money, chances are you're still going to be a good person and you're going to be able to do better for the whole world. Because what is time? What is money? Why do you want money? Because you want time, right? We talked about that at the beginning. What is your why? Ultimately, you want time. What do you want time for? To do what the heck you want to do when you want to do it. That's basic human nature. Everybody wants that. And if you don't want that, I would be like, huh, what do you want then? What do you want then, right? And so you allow yourself to go get the money, which gives you more time, and you have more time now to become even better at your expertise, which gives more to the world, which brings you more money, and it becomes this very philanthropic kind of cycle. Beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's empowering. So allow yourselves to kind of create that perspective shift, which is tricky. I could do a whole probably 20 days on perspective shifting around money. Trust me, I struggled with money. I had too many very strong limiting beliefs around money, and I'm just not going to play that game anymore. And I have to talk about it to remind you that it's even okay to talk about it, because some people don't even want to say the word money. It's like a bad word. It's like, what? VIP Deborah says, I always hope for life experiences. For all my life experiences, that somewhere in here I'm helping people. You are my friend. Time and financial freedom. Yeah, but financial freedom gives you the time, right? So really you want time at the end of it all. Money expands us. Yes, it does. Amber Ascends, thank you for that. So I think about it and I'm like, if I got more money passively every day, think about this all the time. I'm like, more money is always flowing to me passively. What does that do? It gives me time to become more of an expert at what I do. And then I get to come on these shows and deliver an even better show to you so that you expand your life in an even better way. And now, boom, it's domino effect. And then you're like, I did this. You tell your friend, hey, like I learned this from so-and-so. She taught me this. I learned this from Lindsay with Love. Excuse me, I'm not so-and-so. I learned this from Lindsay with Love. She taught me this. And then you're expanding somebody's life. And do you see how it just goes and goes and goes? And it becomes better and better and more brilliant. But you have to step into your empowerment to collect your abundance. Ooh, I was just channeling that. That felt good. I was just channeling that. Okay. We're at 9:50. Oh my gosh, you guys, we only got through 5 bullet points. Let's finalize it. Let's finalize it. And by the way, you guys, if you were listening to that conversation around like fulfillment or not within what you're doing now, try not to get down on yourself. Who cares? It is what it is right now, but you have the ability to change any part of your life. You really do. Start today, start changing it. The longer you sit around thinking about it but not doing anything to change it, I'm not saying you have to go like march out to your boss's office and quit today. I'm talking write down a plan on a piece of paper. Sit down with your bestie over some dinner, have a glass of wine for me, and say, hey, bestie, like I have this idea. What do you think? Like, do you think this could work? Like, how do you think I should go about it? Like, what do you think my vibe should be? Like, just chat it out. Because even that gets the idea going, right? It brings it out of the head space, the mental space, the ethers, down through words. Words are manifestation. Words are a form of manifestation, right? You are saying something, and now it's already begun. And in fact, maybe a big perspective shift for you, which could be that thoughts are actually manifested realities already too. Because it's in the brain. The thought comes into a brain, and the brain is a physical construct. So a thought is already a manifestation as it is. When I heard that, by the way, I learned that from Dr. Karen Curry Parker. When I learned that, I was like, holy shit, that's powerful. That's powerful. Jewel says, I'm here. VIP Jewel says, I'm here, but the video won't load. Going to try on YouTube. Womp womp. I don't know. I am not the boss of TikTok. Who is, anyway? I don't know. Jennifer says, this is fantastic. Well, welcome to the show, Jennifer. Thanks for being here. I am a subconscious reprogrammer. I don't really like labels, but I think that's the best label for me. I like that. It feels good. I will reprogram your brain. And I will take you from surviving to thriving if you allow me to. It's all up to you, by the way. You can resist the conversation. You can say, that's not true. You can say, I'm going to do it my way. And I'll say, okay, go do it your way. I'm not the boss of everything, and I don't know everything, I'll tell you that. But I do know how my energy works, and I'm just relaying what I've learned through my own spirituality, through my own learnings, and through my own life experiments and experiences. Yay, it finally loaded. VIP Jules says, it's true. VIP Deborah says. Becky says, I love that label because that's exactly what I'm working on right now. Amazing. Well, thanks for being here. So he goes on to say, you guys, let's finish the conversation. I want to say one more part because this is kind of where I stopped writing notes anyway. Part number 6, which is one of the clearest signs of intelligence is being able to hear an opinion you disagree with and not act emotionally. So another 2 to make it true. We talk about this all the time. Your power lies in your ability to respond accordingly. Life is happening and coming and swirling around you, happening for you all the time. You get to decide how you respond. When you can say, huh, interesting. Oh, I had a disconnect in my OBS too. Oh no. Well, I hope it's back on. That's weird. Sorry, YouTubers. I just had a weird disconnect, but it's back, it seems. When you can remain unshakable, unmovable, you win. You win. You are the calm, and the chaos is swirling around you, and you're like, all right, well, there's got to be something good I can find out of this. There's got to be a lesson swirling. There's got to be an opportunity swirling. I don't look at challenges or obstacles or lessons as those words. I look at them as an opportunity swirling. It's an opportunity for you to evolve your energy, to step into greater empowerment, to become a better manifester. Right? So I love that. He says that, he goes on to say, which is super beautiful, because I hate labels. He says, labels have dumbed us right down, me included. You're either this or that. He says, life isn't that simple. The world is more nuanced. It's in between black and white. There's gray and even a rainbow full of other colors. He says, the people, you guys listen up on this. This is really powerful. Tim Denning, this is an email I received from him this morning. He says, the people you disagree with can teach you the most. They reveal a part of yourself you've hidden or that's been wrapped up in the ego or entitlement. We can disagree with each other and still hug and be friends. Now, we talked about this just the other day with judging. People that are on, those of you that are listening right now that are like, I really want to go live on TikTok. I really want to create my social media platform. I really want to, but I have a fear of being seen. I have a fear of being judged. Stop judging other people and the fear will go away, because if you are not putting out judgmental energy, you will not receive it in. This is how the law of karma works. What you give out, you receive in. What you put out, you receive back. And if you accidentally judge somebody, because we're not perfect human spiritual beings, because accidents do happen, you say, oh crap, I just realized I judged that person, which means it must live inside of me, good or bad. Good or bad. And so if it's negative or bad, I will send love and compassion to that person as well as myself. And if it's good, then you can say, well, hell yeah, if I see that in that person, then I know it lives inside of me. And that's exciting. And that's like a whole celebration, right? So 2 to make it true there, we were just talking about that. Super impactful information. All right, you guys, it's time to manifest and it's time to get on the energetic wave. And in fact, we're going to run like probably 5 minutes over. So let's get going on that. If you are new here and you enjoyed that show, you should probably hit the follow button. This is what we do Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just do me a solid and do that. All right. There's no point in not. I'm going to help you transform your life. And if you hang out with me on these free lives, literally they're for free. Holy cow, you could learn so much. If you join me inside the Cosmic Collective, you're going to blast off even faster. How fast do you want to transform your life is the question. That's not up to me, that's up to you. If you want to go faster, join the Cosmic Collective. For those that are inside of the Cosmic Collective, thoughts on blasting off your life? Anybody? VIP Jewel says, I'm so judgy too, but I hate it. I blame my mother. It's not your mother's fault for how you respond to other people though. It's not, right? So we can release that. And also when we take and blame something, we're releasing our power to somebody else. So reclaim your power, VIP Jewels, reclaim it. And say, I own this. And today is the day that I will be very mindful and stop judging people. And I'm going to work every day really hard at it. Cosmic Collective members, reminder that we are spiritual Q&As tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cosmic Collective friends. And you guys received, I dropped it in the Discord. So the link is there, and I also emailed you yesterday, and you will get an email tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, VIP Jules, you got this. You got this. Release the idea, though, that it's your mother's fault, right? Just own it. Because once you own it, it'll be easier to start to change it. And it takes your power back. Your mother doesn't have power over who you judge and how you judge. All right, let's write down our manifestations, you guys. I'm going to switch it over to, the interesting part is I wanted 20 million followers on TikTok, but now I feel kind of silly still asking for it. So today's the day. I'm going to I'm drawing a line in my journal. We're switching over to something new. I don't know what that is. All right, 1/21/25. I don't know what that is. Maybe YouTube followers, YouTube subscribers would be nice. YouTube subscribers, I guess. I want to get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers soon, because I feel like subscribers on YouTube, this is my own limiting belief, so I'm not even going to speak it into existence, but that was what I would like. How about 1,000 subscribers? So step one, this is Dr. James Doty. He taught us, he taught us how to manifest like this. Even verbalizing it makes me cry. Cry because you're releasing cortisol from your body through your tears. Cry. Seriously, let it out. Because once you let it out, then once again, you're releasing the kind of the chains it has over you, right? So it's okay. It's okay. Don't judge yourself for judging others. You're aware, so just start to change it. That's it. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's all good. Hey, Charlize, happy to see you too. All right. So step one is to write down your manifestations. Step two is to read them silently to yourself. Step three is to read them out loud. Step four is to visualize. And so I am going to, Tony says, Tony, I didn't even see you sneak in here. Hi, Tony. How are you, my friend? I've been crying so hard lately. It's part of the process. It is. Let it out, Tony. You have tons of people supporting you inside the Discord. So if you need anybody to chat with, drop it in there. And we will spiritual Q&A tonight too, hopefully. Okay, so step one, write it out. I'm going to write it out, and I'm going to add my visualization and my 5 senses in. I add it in so it helps us visualize later. So 5 senses are in. I'm trying to think. I don't want to write it the same as I wrote my TikTok one because I want it to be a separate manifestation. But I do vividly see 1,000 followers or more on my YouTube page. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to say vividly see 1,000 subscribers or more interacting with me on my YouTube live, because that would be really awesome. Wouldn't that be awesome? So that's what I'm going to go with. I vividly see. What are you doing? What are you seeing? What are you hearing? 1,000 subscribers or more, because the live interaction I love. I just love it. Interacting with me on my YouTube page, on my YouTube channel, and it feels so good that so many people are experiencing their empowerment. This is a long one. And I think that's good. See and vividly see and feel. I think that's good. Because I'm already tapped into that. I wouldn't be able to hear because they're typing in the chat. So hearing wouldn't be really it. And I know my partner is going to cheer me on for this, so I don't need to hear him say how proud he is of me. I feel good with that, so I'm going to keep it there. Okay? What is yours? You guys know I was manifesting 20 million followers on TikTok, but I just believe that is coming true, so I'm done asking for that. Let's go here. Have a great day, Dreama. Have a great day. Enjoy your meeting. Good luck. What is your manifestation? And then, all right, step 2 is to read it silently. If you need help writing yours, that it adds in the senses, seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, whatever, let me know. I'll help you. Renelle, you're manifesting 3 million. You would make a great affirmation deck. Oh, interesting. That's a nice thought. Thank you, Charlize. I appreciate that. Manifesting 3 million what? Dollars, and why? For you or to help others? Remember, when we're manifesting, it's best to manifest on the path of service to others. All manifestations might feel a little bit selfish or sound selfish, but if there's a why behind it that's not selfish, that's powerful, right? So 1,000 subscribers or more interacting with me on my YouTube channel. Why? Because my sole mission is to raise the frequency of the planet. And I do believe that I'm putting out positivity as best I can all the time. And I'm helping people reprogram their subconscious to the positive. And so that is a very, although seemingly selfish ask, it is for me something that will really help me fulfill my soul mission. Help family, go on vacation, dream. There you go. Okay, perfect. So then I vividly see $3 million in my bank account, and I can hear my family is so excited and happy for us, and I feel so proud that I accomplished this goal and I can help my family live a better life or something like that. So read it silently to yourself. I'm going to add their empowerment and abundance. I'm going to add something to the end of my purple pen, and then read it out loud. So I'm going to read this one out loud because it's the first time I've written it. I vividly see 1,000 subscribers or more interacting with me on my YouTube channel, on my YouTube lives. How about that? Lives sounds better. And it feels so good that so many people are experiencing their empowerment and abundance. It feels so good. It feels so rewarding, maybe, or fulfilling is a better word. It feels so rewarding. It does feel rewarding that I could help people experience that for themselves. It does. I'll be honest with myself there. I vividly see 1,000 subscribers or more interacting with me on my YouTube lives, and it feels so rewarding that so many people are experiencing their own empowerment and abundance. That's a beautiful affirmation. All right, I've read it out loud, so read yours out loud, and then we're going to visualize together. Now, my visualization is going to be something quite interesting that you're probably not going to guess, so we're going to talk through that. And after we're done with this, we're going to get on the energetic wave. Reminder to those that like this, if you want to hang out with me and do this, I've been following this format for about 75 days. I gained over 8,000 followers following this routine. Now on TikTok, now I'm switching over to YouTube. Today's the first day I'm rewriting it for YouTube. And if you're interested in this and you enjoy this, plus the energetic wave we're about to get on, then subscribe for $4.99 a month. Help support my content and my channel and give me a bit of an energetic exchange for the work that I do. And Wednesdays through Fridays, this is for my subscribers only. So if you're a subscriber only, at this time, we'll switch over to subscriber live. It starts tomorrow. So Wednesdays through Fridays. So if you're interested in supporting me, I would appreciate that. And if not, then that's cool. Keep showing up and doing the work for yourself too. I'm cool with either way. It's not my job for you to tell you how to spend your money. All right, so we're going to manifest, or we're going to visualize, excuse me. Step 4 is visualizing. So step 1, write it down, add in the senses. Why? Because when you add in the senses, it helps you set up the scene to visualize. Okay, that's why. I added that part. He didn't tell you that. I told you that. I'm suggesting that. How about that? Step 2, read it silently to yourself. Step 3, read it out loud. Step 4, he says visualize. He says put your hands in prayer if you want at your heart and visualize. I say get your hand chakras moving and grooving. Energy moves through your hands. You have chakras in your hands, energy wheels. Put them to your heart chakra. Holly, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Close your eyes if you're in a safe space to do so. Breathe in, and on the inhale through the nose, you're going to breathe in through your heart. So yes, the oxygen is flowing through your nose, but pull it through the heart if you can. I kind of visualize like a funnel or like a stream of air going into my heart, and on the exhale, it moves out of the heart. And inhaling into the heart and exhaling out of the heart. Let's add in a layer, breathing in and opening the heart chakra like a flower, kind of blooming it. The air helps bloom it open. And on the exhale, the air kind of brings it to a close. And you breathe in and you open the heart chakra. And you exhale and you gently close it. And with each inhale and exhale, you try to get bigger and bigger in the heart space. Take your heart chakra energy past the stars, past the sun in the sky, past the cosmos, past the planets, past the galaxy. Big. Make yourself big. Allow yourself to be big. You are energetically huge. You just don't realize it. Your physical body is like the tip of the iceberg, right? And then you start to act out the scene. For me, if I were to have 1,000 people interacting with me on a YouTube live, I need a moderator, maybe 2, I don't know, but I'm gonna start with 1. So I'm calling up my sister. Hey sister, what are you up to? She has some free time on her hands. Maybe she can have the nanny watch the kid for an hour each morning. Sister, I'm on the phone. If you guys see me, I'm holding my cell phone. Hey sis. She always says, hey sis, what's up? Like just like that. I say, hey sis, nothing, what's up? She says, nothing, what's up? Like almost every conversation, that's how it starts. I don't know why. That's what we do. We're sisters. And I say, sis, you're not gonna freaking believe this. And she's gonna say, what? I'm gonna say, I need your help. And she says, okay, what? Because she's always there for me. We are sisters. We are ride or dies together. And I say, I am exploding on YouTube, like exponential. And I seriously need your help. Can I offer you a job? I'll pay you. And she says, okay, what is it? Like, I want to hear. And I say, sis, I'm going to need you to help moderate my live. And I don't really know how it works. This is a real conversation because I don't really know how it works yet. I'm going to say, I don't really know how it works, but probably by the time I talk to her, I'll know a little bit. But basically, I need you to kind of like pin comments, ping comments, let me know which ones to reply to, whatever. Kind of keep the audience like engaged and like keep it kind. Block people that are being rude or whatever. Can you do that? Like, I'll pay you this. And then she'll be like, okay, like, yeah, like, let's do some training on it or whatever. She'll probably say yes. And if she says no, then I'll have to find somebody else. That's okay, right? But that's the conversation. So you notice that my conversation, my visualization, the acting out wasn't me logging onto my computer and looking at my YouTube videos or my YouTube lives. It was me actually calling up my sister to say, this is what I need, because once this happens, this is what I'm going to need. And it's probably going to happen before 1,000 people in that live, right? But that's what I'm acting out. And by the way, that whole scene was me actually doing it. I was acting. I was not watching. I wasn't watching myself call my sister. I was myself calling my sister. I had the whole conversation. You guys got to hear it live, okay? It should feel exciting in your heart if this is the first time you're doing it. It should feel maybe a little bit nervous in your heart if this is the first time you're doing it. It should feel like, oh crap, is this real? But if you're feeling pretty confident, it should feel excited and happy. And if you are like, I know this is going to happen for me, it should feel very content. Like, yeah, hell yeah, this is happening. And I'm good with it. All right, you guys. Charlie says, manifesting more followers to help bring up the vibration. Okay, I like that. Similar to mine, similar to my TikTok. You can use my TikTok one. You guys, I sang like the whole chorus of Alabama's song today on live. I did that, so that was fun. I don't ever rewatch my lives, by the way. I don't really like to watch myself on the screen. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on the energetic wave, you guys, since we just did all that beautiful manifesting. I hope you're feeling good. If you're new here, click the follow button. Do me a solid. And if you want to catch me on YouTube and you're not available Mondays through Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, go over to YouTube at I am Lindsay with Love and subscribe. Subscribe to me there, please. It's only a click of a button. And it would really help me tremendously. So that would be great. You could help me actually fulfill my newest manifestation, which is to have thousands or more of subscribers watching me live on YouTube, if you were to be a subscriber and watch me over there. So that would be helpful. Or at least just subscribe. More people brings more people in, right? It's a psychology thing, so that's helpful. Let's get on the energetic wave. What a beautiful show today on a Tuesday morning. Life is good. It's Tuesday, right? Jeez Louise, yeah, it's Tuesday. Okay, life is good, you guys. Life is good. Don't let it get you down. We're in a hurry, but all we've got to do is live and die. Remember, that's what they tell us. All right. Vibrantly living an extraordinary life. Let's do it. Closing our eyes if you're in a safe space to do so. Breathing in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting it out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Letting it go. What a day. I'm in such a great mood today, you guys. Breathing in one more time. Letting it go. Awesome. All right. We are thinking of that thing that perhaps we want to let go of. Remember, we have powerful energy in the sky. I will post today's horoscope video right after this. So stay tuned for that. Check out my page for that. We are in a powerful space in the energetic sky today to really create another better life for ourselves. It's not going to happen instantaneously, but we can make the declaration today. We can decide today, and we can work consistently each day forward on it, ever so slightly, aligned action. So we're thinking of that thing that we desire to let go of so we can truly step into a greater version of ourselves. We're thinking of that thing perhaps that we're ready to manifest. Maybe we're thinking of the manifestation we just wrote down. Whatever it is for you, tap in. Set a little bit of an intention. And repeat out loud after me, only silently if you must. The words you speak do have power, so say them with conviction from your solar plexus chakra and say them with love and intention from your heart chakra. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big, showing me your teethers. You're happy, you're manifesting your best reality. A smile is one of the most beautiful things that any single soul could wear, so show it proudly. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big, showing me your teethers. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. And you breathe in and you pull this idea, this thought, this feeling, this visualization up, 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 up the chakra system, giving it to God, Source, Universe, Creator out of the crown at the top of the head for God, Source, Universe, Creator to understand what the heck we are co-creating together. And on the exhale, we're bringing it down the chakra system, down, 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 the back of the spine. Let it drop, 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 down, down, down to the root, where you are cementing this energy and this idea and this visualization into the physical plane in a clockwise fashion in the root. Quite literally bringing your thoughts down to earth. One more time on your own, breathing in, making this vision, this idea, this feeling big, big, big. Hold it at the top and build it out. Let God, Source, Universe, Creator, whatever you call it, love, let this energy feel and understand what we are co-creating together. And on the exhale, you're bringing this vision, this feeling, this idea down the chakra system. Really feeling your energy. Mine just trickled through my throat. It's moving down toward my heart space. On my spine, it's moving down the solar plexus real fast to the sacral, to the root. Now cement it in a clockwise fashion. Move the energy in a circle around your body in a clockwise fashion. One more time, I am strong and I can do this. And you smile big. You are so happy. Be happy, you guys. It's allowed. I freaking did it. Oh, but don't forget, show me your teethers. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. And you are on the energetic wave. Have an amazing day. Go be the rock star of your life. Put yourself in the game. You are the captain. You are the MVP. You are the VIP. You are the CEO. Whatever it is that resonates with you, you are it. You are that person. So go be that person. Good morning. You joined at 10:10, Tamika. Oh, you just caught the end of the show. Love you too, Ms. Dre. Living life with Lindsay is my motto. VIP Deborah. I love that. Thank you for that. That's super sweet. I hope you guys have a great day. For those of you, have a great day, Court, as well. Have a great day, Charlize. I appreciate you too. Click the follow button, hang out with me tomorrow. And Cosmic Collective members, I'll see you inside of Discord. And also tonight for the spiritual Q&A. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Goodbye, my YouTubers. Have an amazing day.